Hi, welcome to Papa's Workshop. It's a beautiful day outside and I had to get outside for a few minutes. We've had a little bit of rain and it's just so cool and so nice. I had to take a break. But inside the shop, I'm making a video today for the last bump stop hopefully I'll ever show you on the YouTube video. But I made the modifications that I promised you on the Fox Alien bump stops and they turned out fantastic. And I want to show you what I did, what they look like. So let's get started. In the first video, I made the bump stops and I made them where these two pockets are actually 90 millimeters apart, and that was perfect. But they were a little bit too thin. They actually fit the bolt exactly, and I needed to have it a little bit wider. So I made that modification. So instead of 7 millimeters for each of these, I made them 8 millimeters. And the other thing that I did is I slimmed this down a little bit. I made it a little bit smaller. I kept the length the same because I wanted this length the same, because that actually is important when you look at the wasteboard and how far apart those holes are. It gives you the opportunity to make this bump stop a lot more versatile. The other thing that I did is I went ahead and added Fox Alien into this. And the reason being is this bump stop is very similar to the ones that I use on the XCarve. And this way, they're not going to get mixed up. Now this is shared on as a free download and it's available to anybody who wishes to use these. And now that I have made all of these modifications, I'm going to go ahead and save the G-code and we're going to carve out these two. And hopefully this is the last time I'll ever have to do a video on the bump stops. Of course, if you should have any questions, by all means, please ask. And you can ask your questions using the comments below, or you can use the email address that you can find in the link in the description. Now in this particular situation, I have two work pieces. And this name right up here, the Fox Alien Bump Stops .125, that would be the file name if there was only one work piece. But since I have two work pieces, it's actually going to be the name of the smaller set. If you look down at the very bottom of the work pieces, the first one, I actually named it as the smaller set. That will be the file name. So now you go to Machine, and we go down to Advanced, and right here is where you generate the G-code. So I'm going to click on Generate the G-code, and I'm going to export the G-code. Of course, it's going to be scanning it. And now once that is done, we'll just close this out. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my Files menu, click on my Downloads tab, and from there I'll look, and I didn't see it at first, it's right in front of me. It's called the smaller set.nc. I'll take that and slide it over to my E drive. Now I found a scrap piece of the 1/2 inch plywood and I measure over, and here is 300 millimeters and it was 192. So let's see right there. That's about the measurement there, and I really don't even need to worry about that. But that's going to be basically the work area that it's going to be carving in. So we're going to go ahead and start the machine, set my XY0 point to right down here at the bottom left-hand corner. And we're going to go ahead and carve out both of those bump stops. And while this is done, I'm going to start another project using the XCarve, and that one I will need the computer. This one, no computer and no internet. So the first thing we need to do, let's just go ahead and turn the machine on. We'll go right down here to Control. We'll hit Unlock. That puts it into the idle mode. I can now move this. We're going to go to the steps. And I want to be able to move it down 10, and we'll move it on the y-axis. Now that's less, we went a little bit more than 10, so I'm going to go back up now. We're going to change it to 1, and we'll put it right there. And same thing on this side, we'll move it to the left. Now that's real close, that's going to be close enough. So I have it right on that point. Let's get it right in there so that you can see it. And that's, we'll go back up just a little bit. So that looks good for my X-Y axis. And now I'm going to go down a little bit lower to be able to get my Z-axis. Now in this case, I'm actually using a shadow. And when the shadow and the bit meets, we're at the Z-axis. And that's as close as I need to be able to make this work. So let's go back over to the controller now. So at the controller, I'm going to hit return. I'm going to hit 0, X, Y, and 0. And now I'm going to hit, that's my 0, that's 0, that is 0. So all those are done. It's still an idle. Let's return. Let's do files. The smaller set. These are now in all zeros. And let's hit send. Now it's going to go ahead and carve out the project, and it's going to start with the words first, the Fox Alien. Now it's important to note, I use a straight 1/8 inch bit, really like a utility bit. I'm not too concerned about the fuzzies because this is not really, to me, a finished type project. This is a utility project that's going to get a lot of use every day, and it's going to get cut on, and I really don't mind that. Now that this file is running in background, and I don't have to worry about having a computer again, now I'm going to switch over to the next project, and that's going to be this Navy logo. We're going to make this clock right here, and we're going to be using a 1/32 inch bit to be able to make this. And I actually have several different work pieces down here. We're going to carve it one section at a time. And I'm going to start with carving out this pocket for the back side to be able to hold the clockworks. And then we're going to go step by step through each of these different sections and carve it one at a time. I must say I am real excited to be able to have a CNC machine in the shop that is not dependent on the computer, because you can see the Fox Alien CNC machine running off to the left. And while that is running, I'm actually setting up now and carving the project size that I need to be able to start the XCarve. And this is fantastic. I've already got the computer set up on the XCarve, and it's ready to be able to start carving also just as soon as I get this cut to size. This gives me the opportunity to literally double my production in the shop. And in my shop, time is everything. It is so limited. This just doubled my productivity, and I absolutely love it. Let's go back and check. Okay, we're checking on this one, and it's carving fantastic. It's doing a really great job. Now keep this in mind. This is a tool to be used in the shop, these bump stops, and I really don't care that they are a little bit fuzzy, because they're designed to get used, get cut on, and this is turning out fantastic. So here's the first one finished, and I'm going to have to sand it and clean it up a little bit, but what I want to be able to do is check and see if the modifications work. So let me grab one of the screws, drop it in. Oh yeah, that is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to be able to do. That has just enough play that is going to make it where it's perfect. So adding that 1 millimeter made all the difference in the world. So we're just going to wait for the second one to be able to finish carving out. And in the meantime, let's go back and start the other one. Okay, as we look across the shop, you can see the XCarve working, and you can see the computer next to it. So it's nice being able to have both machines running at the same time. This really saves me a ton of time. I'm excited about this. I really am. While both machines are carving, I went ahead and just grabbed a little piece of sandpaper and sanded this first one, cleaned it up a little bit. Again, I'm not trying to make it perfect, but I do want to remind you the modifications worked out fantastic. This is a free download. The link is in the description below. So take advantage of it and use these bump stops on your machine. Now I just want to recap real quick. As far as the modifications that I made from the prototype, I made the bump stops a little bit narrower. I increased the size of these pockets from 7 millimeters to 8 millimeters, and that made it where the screws fit in perfectly. And I increased the feed rate from 40 to 60 inches per minute. Over here on the Fox Alien machine, this is all finished, it's turned off. So this one can now come out, and it is done. So let me just go ahead and get it sanded, and this project is finished. A special thank you to all of my Patreons, and thank you for watching my videos today. And I look forward to seeing you on the next project on whatever I'm working on.